Alrighty, so let's go over Pearl's on and off leash skills, starting with on leash heel position. Say your command once, right when you step off. Heel means walk with me. Leash should be loose, but not extremely loose. If Pearl gets ahead, too far to the side, starts sniffing, getting too distracted, Hannah will give her a little pop of communication, just like that. You should be able to turn left, turn right, speed up, slow down. And Pearl should stay next to your side. Every time you stop, Pearl should auto sit. If she does, you can mark that with good. If she doesn't, you can mark that with no, and then you can give a little correction up with the leash to help guide her back into that position like she should be. And then when you step off again, you don't have to repeat that heel command, just step off. Pearl will always go with the command that you gave last. So if you said heel, she will continue to heel until you give her another command. Now let's work on sitting down. Hand signal for sit is palm up. Keep your body straight. Hand signal for down is palm down. Same thing. Keep your body nice and tall. You shouldn't have to bend over to give your dog that hand signal. Once you give that command, you shouldn't have to say stay, and Pearl should stay in that command until you give her another command. Okay, let's go ahead and work on some off-leash skills. So I'm going to go ahead and take off Pearl's prong and leash. It's really important once you take your dog off leash that you give a lot of clear communication. People tend to rely on their leash way too much, so once you drop that leash or get rid of it, the dog starts getting confused because it's not used to it. So make sure that you're really clear with the commands that you want to give. So let's go ahead and do a couple of recalls. You can say either come or here. Hand signal for coming when called is palm to the chest. And then once your dog gets to you, let them know what you want them to do. Do you want them to sit, down, heel? Make sure that you give them that command. If they mess up, just make it nice and clear. Mark that with no, and then tell them what you do want them to do. And then once they do it, praise. Your dog will never be a robot. All right, let's go ahead and do a let's go. So in let's go, Pearl should stay within 10 feet of Hannah, and she's allowed to be in front, to the side, behind. She can sniff, go potty. She just has to continue to pay attention to where Hannah is and stay within 10 feet of her. The only time Hannah's going to give Pearl a command is if she starts to get more than 10 feet away, or if she starts doing something that you don't want her to do. Maybe trying to eat a dead bird or getting too distracted on a squirrel or something like that. So if Pearl were to get more than 10 feet or just around that 10-foot mark from Hannah, she's going to say let's go. If Pearl immediately starts walking closer and getting back into Hannah's bubble, she'll mark that with good. If she doesn't, Hannah will mark that with no, and then tap the black e-collar button. If Pearl seems to have an issue with something, any of her commands or any situation, do that situation again. Do that command again until she doesn't have an issue with it. Make sure it's really clear for her. Work through any issues. Don't avoid them. Don't forget to praise your dog. Great job, Pearl.